Oh, I need axe in order to do that, don't I? I'm an idiot. What's up, agents? Zero here. Welcome back to some more NewLands SMP. This is episode 2. If you remember last time, I went ahead and built my house, which is probably the best thing for me to do to get started on something like this. In between episodes, I actually did a lot of work. I did a ton of work. I've got a load of resources. I've got pretty much every type of mineral you can get, including diamond, with the exception of nether quartz and emerald for obvious reasons. I've actually got myself, if I go ahead and open this door, I actually have myself a bit of a cave system down in here, so I've been pretty busy. I actually have myself a little bit of a fishing area over here, so as you can tell, I've been doing a lot. And if I were to dig underneath this, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to mess up the ground, but I have some redstone going on underneath. So if I go ahead and press this lever, it closes the door, and I actually have a circuit so that there's actually some buttons out front, so that if this door is locked, I can still get in. Which, by the way, for the rest of the SMP members, if you want my house for whatever reason, I'm not on the server, my door is locked, what you want to do is you want to press this button right here in order to get in, then wait a few seconds. So what I actually recommend doing is pressing this button and then come over to the door, and within about a second or two, the door should open. So it's not an instantaneous thing. I've got enough repeater delay to have that go off, just to give you guys enough time. So that's what I did in between episodes. And I actually have a couple other redstone things going on inside of my base, one of which I don't want to spoil as of yet. But one thing I will go ahead and say, if I put a lever right here and turn it on, it opens up this right here, and there's a chest down here. I've got myself some enchanted books. So for the rest of the SMP members, if you want to buy a book from me, I am willing to go ahead and do that. And yeah, I was going to go ahead and show you guys one other thing. I have myself a really beastly fishing rod. It's got unbreaking, luck of the sea, lure, and mending, because I got lucky getting mending. But yeah, that's basically what happened in between episodes. And in between episodes, there have been a lot of people who have been doing work as well. I mean, we've got ourselves apparently a community mine going on here. I haven't been using it because there's really not a whole lot going on there that I've personally noticed. We've got a few people's builds already going up. There's TGC's house over there. It's not completed. MCPE Matt is all the way out there, far in the distance, by I don't know how many blocks, in a mesa biome. And people have their different builds every so often. And yeah, so what I'm going to actually be doing in this episode, I actually want to set up my shop, and I like to think this is going to end up being the first shop on the server. I'm not 100% sure. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. If someone else does in fact have a shop already open, that's perfectly fine by me. I don't care. But yeah, I'm actually going to be setting shop up over here. Here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be setting up a little bit of a fishing shack, because everything that I've been getting over there, all those enchanted books and the fishing rod that I got, really beastly. I know that's probably not the best way to describe it, but that's how I'm describing it. All that stuff I got from fishing. I think the best thing I could possibly do is actually set up a shop in order to actually be able to sell the stuff that I'm getting from fishing, because I want to help everybody out as best as I possibly can. And I did not realize I actually had rotten flesh in my inventory. I probably should have left that at home. A little late now. So yeah, I'm actually going to be building this here, and I should probably, I did not mean to throw that out of my inventory. Let's go ahead and turn all these into planks if I can. There we go. Okay, so my what button wasn't working for whatever reason. Okay, so here's what my plan is. Let me go ahead. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put all of these wood supplies away because I want to start at least a foundation. You know what? I can go ahead and put the rotten flesh away. I'm not going to need that right now. So I'm going to pull out these wood planks and I'm going to pull out my shovel, which I completely forgot that was in that inventory. There we go. And I'm going to dig out a little bit of a floor. I haven't fully decided how I'm going to set this up as of yet. But one thing I have decided for sure is that I'm going to have several areas of which I'm going to be able to sell certain items. And here's how I'm going to end up making my shop. My shop is actually going to look like a half-broken boat. I mean, that to me makes the most sense. And the reason being is because I do a lot of fishing. I mean, on my other series, my single-player survival series, which I actually just recently did another episode of, obviously, because that's how my channel works. I do a lot of fishing there. I do quite a bit of fishing in my Skyblock world so that I can at least have something to eat, because I usually eat fish, otherwise I wouldn't have fish in my inventory as my food. Actually, you know what? I think what I might end up doing is actually turning some of these into slabs, some of the floor into slabs, and putting torches underneath so that there's no torches on the inside. I'm probably going to end up doing this. This project is going to take up a lot of work, all things considered, and I need axe in order to do that, don't I? I'm an idiot. Okay, so I was putting it on top of the planks, which is a little bit of a waste of planks if I'm being completely honest. So let me go ahead and, hey, MCP Matt's actually decided to join the realm. He's actually the first one on the realm since I got on to record. Let me go ahead and say hi to him. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start building up a little bit like this. So my place is going to basically be like, I don't know how to describe it, but I'm going to be building this basically like a little bit of a bow. I think I might have already said that. I'm pretty sure I did. So here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead. I need more room in my hotbar in order to work. So let me go ahead and put down torches. Let's get out the... Oh, okay, apparently he left. I did not realize that he was only going to be on for a short time. Alright, you know what? That's fine. Okay, so I just realized I made this a little bit bigger than what I needed it to be. But you know what? That's okay. You know what? I think something I could possibly do... Actually, you know what? Never mind. What I was initially thinking about doing was making it so that I had torches in the corners, but I decided not to do that because that way there actually isn't going to be any light shining through that regardless. Actually, no, I think I could probably make do with leaving that the way it was, so I at least have a little bit of room on pretty much either side. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put blocks like this. There we go. And let me go ahead and pull out these double chests. Or, well, they're not double chests as of right now, but they're going to end up being double chests because I'm going to be placing them down as double chests. Alright, so let me go ahead and do that. And, okay, you decide to come back. Not that I'm going to complain. Let me actually go ahead and place a torch in here. They're not going to be able to be seen, but at least nothing's going to end up spawning there. Alright, so I'm going to do something like this. And I'm going to repeat this process a couple of times. Actually, you know what? I'm going to build up one more. I'm going to build up one more. And then I think what I might end up doing, I just ran out of logs. I have one log right here, so I could probably go ahead and place that right there. There we go. And I think what I'm just going to end up doing is building up the walls just a little bit. It's also starting to get a little bit dark, so I should probably go to sleep. Thankfully, I decided it would be a good idea to bring a bed with me. So that's at least good. He's probably going to tell me before too long he wants me to sleep, because that's usually how things work on this server. If it starts getting dark, people want other people to sleep. So yeah, I'm going to build up this wall until it reaches right about to here. That looks good. And yeah, so this is basically what it's going to be like, and it's already starting to get monster infected. Infested, I should say. Alright. Go ahead and go to sleep. Hopefully he gets the message that I went to sleep, which would be really good, because I need to be able to get rid of some of these monsters, because otherwise I'm going to be working through the night. It's something I have noticed, which I did not realize was a thing for realms. They might have updated it since the last time I did a realm series, is that it actually says in chat when somebody is actually in bed. So let me go ahead and make sure he knows trying to sleep. I don't know if he's going to actually be able to sleep at all. That's one thing I'm really hoping he's going to be able to do. Alright, so apparently he's not able to sleep. Okay, at least he was honest. Let me light up a little bit of this area. It's not going to stop mobs from coming, but it should at least help prevent some of them from spawning. Alright, there we go. That should be good for right now. And let me go ahead and go into this, not the crafting table, I need to go into the chest. And I need to make some more. Oh wait, I don't need to make more planks. I got plenty more planks. What am I doing? Okay, so here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get a little bit of progress done. And I'll see you guys in a moment. This is probably going to take a little bit of time. I don't know how long. But I'm going to at least do what I can to at least make this place look somewhat decent. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and here's what I've got so far. So this is what I'm going for right now. It doesn't look too bad, all things considered. This is where I'm going to be selling all of my stuff, and I'm going to be putting down signs eventually mentioning what item is going to cost what, because I am actually going to end up having costs for different items, especially for if I do the enchanted books, which I'm definitely going to be selling the enchanted books. It's definitely a thing that's going to happen. But yeah, I'm going to be putting down prices for things. I am actually also going to end up selling things like enchanted weapons, like bows and well, I guess bows and fishing rods aren't. Okay, so a bow is actually a weapon, but a fishing rod is not. And I don't think you can actually get swords or any other item from fishing as far as things like that. But I know you can get enchanted bows and fishing rods from actually fishing. So I'm going to be selling those as well. And then one other thing that I do want to actually do is I want to sell the fish that I actually end up catching so that people actually have food that they can buy. Now I'm pretty sure I'm thinking what I'm going to do is actually sell them uncooked, because that saves me a little bit of time preparing the shop. And I think I'm going to sell them in sets of 8 is probably what I'm going to do for at least the fish that you cook and eat. For everything else, I'm probably going to do like maybe sets of 4, especially for like the clownfish and the pufferfish. So yeah, so this is what I'm going for, and one thing I actually ended up doing is I went ahead and put some torches under here and put them underneath some slabs so I have the place lit up without me needing to have torches on the inside of the place. And let me go ahead and put down a couple more. So I'm going to put one right here, and oh boy, that's not good. Alright, so let me put a torch there, block right there with a slab right there, and then the same over here. Go ahead and take this out so I have a place to get up from. Dig that out, place down a torch, place down slab, block, and that should do it for lighting up at least the inside portion of this place. Now, what I actually am thinking about doing for at least the outside of this is curving it just a little bit, because I think that would probably be the best thing I could possibly do. And you know what, let me go ahead and build this up, and I did not mean to get my shovel out. Let me build this up, and I did not want to put that there. And let me go ahead and do the same on this side. So this, as I said before, is gonna be my attempt at making a boat. So this shop is not gonna be by any means big. All things considered, I think it's gonna be a relatively small shop, all things considered, and that's kind of what I'm trying to go for here. But at the same time, I'm still gonna go for a little bit of a boat look. So what I'm going to do is maybe something like this, and then if I wrap this around like this. So basically, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do that, because here's the thing. This is gonna be like the front of the boat, or at least, well, if actually I'm not gonna say the front of the boat. Here's what I'm going to do, because this is gonna be like a broken in half boat. Is what it's going to end up being. And I think from that standpoint, I think what I'm going to do is make it so like this is where it ends off. And I should have more regular planks. Yes, I do. I've got 2 stacks of them. So let me go ahead and pull these out. So here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and build up like this a little bit. This place is starting to look pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Then again, I'm gonna have to wait until the actual finished project to know for sure. And I did not want to put that there. That's okay, it's not a big deal. I will be able to pick that back up. And there we go. So let's go ahead and pick that up. And here's how I'm going to end up doing this. Actually, before I go any further, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the remainder of my planks, just in case I run out, because that's definitely a thing that usually happens with me, is I have a tendency to run out of the material, though I've been doing really good making sure I have enough in order to get finished on my Mega Skyblock world, that's for sure. I'm going to do this, and then build it again along the outside, kind of like this. There we go. This place should effectively be open for business pretty soon, because if this project ends up going along as smoothly as it has been right now, then things should go up for sale fairly soon. I did technically say that twice now already. So yeah, so here's what I'm gonna go for, is like supposed to be like kind of rounded. Obviously, that's kind of what I'm attempting, and I think I'm doing a fairly okay job of that so far. I mean, it doesn't look exactly like a boat would, but I'd say I'm doing a fairly good job. I need to stop ranting about my own projects because that's not really doing me a whole heck of a lot. But yeah, I'd say that looks fairly good. Actually, something that might look kind of interesting. And I'd have to experiment with this. Is if I made the ground grass. Let's see, what time is it? Okay, so it's still daytime. Okay, I pressed like 3 buttons just to match the X in my inventory. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking I might end up doing. I might consider getting some glass, put it into the floor, fill the underside with some water, and I could see how that looks. I think I would be okay with putting at least. Here's what I'm actually going to end up doing for right now. I need to build up to the top in order to get up there. So here's what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to go ahead and build like a little bit of a lip around this. Just make the top edge of this hollow. I know that probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm trying to replicate a boat here. I'm doing what I possibly can to do exactly that. Man, I'm placing blocks like all over the place in places I don't want them to be in the first place. This is not going good for me. You know what? Maybe I'll build it up one higher. I'm pretty sure I did not mean to fall off. That was completely accidental. Alright, so actually, you know what would be somewhat smart? Is if I built a staircase up to the top. That might be smart. Actually, that probably is smart, all things considered. So I'm going to go ahead and cap this off, and I have another set of planks. I have more logs should I run out of planks, which it looks like I'm going to end up running out of planks before I'm actually finished. But you know what, this place is actually looking pretty good so far, I'm not gonna lie. And if all goes well, which I'm assuming by the looks of things it's been doing practically pretty well, should be open for business by the time this episode is over. Now, it's going to be open for business before this episode comes out because I record these videos the day prior to upload, so chances are it's going to be open for business before this video even goes live. So let me go ahead and do that many, because why not? I should at least have enough to finish this off. And you know what, that idea that I had about putting water with glass might actually end up working. That might give it a really good aesthetic feel to it actually being a boat on the water. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and try that out. One thing I am definitely going to end up doing is building this up by at least one more layer. Actually, before I build up another layer, I actually am gonna go ahead and do another set. Let's see, am I the only one online? I'm the only one online. Okay. So what I'm actually going to end up doing is I'm going to build another... Actually, no, I think I can get away with building the extra layer and then from there extending it out. Probably what I'm going to end up doing. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do it that way. So what I was initially doing is actually the best way I could possibly go about doing this. Let's see, I don't have enough planks to finish this off. I have... Oh, I do, never mind. Alright. And... Hello, Creeper. I'm going to take you out so you don't interfere with my build, even though you are kind of far away. And I completely missed. There we go. If I can aim... There we go. Now I know you're not going to be a problem. Alright, so... I need to eat, I just realized. Alright. I'm assuming I have enough stairs to finish this off. Place is coming along together a lot better and a lot faster than I thought it was going to end up taking. Then again, it's only been... Actually, it's almost been like half an hour at this point, all things considered, so... It hasn't actually been all too long, and, man, dropping off is not great for me being able to build, that's for sure. Okay, so, once I wrap this around, I think that's gonna about do it for this build. I might experiment to see what the glass floor with water underneath looks like. I'm gonna need a lot of glass in order to test that out, though. You know what? Give me a couple moments. I'm going to experiment with that. Okay, so I just tested out a little bit, and I feel like if I work on the decoration of it, this actually could end up working. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go ahead and end the episode off here and do the remainder of the building off camera. It shouldn't take too long. And hello, there's an Enderman over there. I'm not going to bother him. So yeah, I'm going to end the episode off here, and then in between episodes, which is not going to take all too long, I'm actually going to go ahead and finish this off. And before I actually do that, I want to double check, make sure I should be able to open these. Yeah, I should. I was just wondering. Okay, so yeah, so that's actually going to end up working out really well. So this is what the place is going to end up looking like. Now there is going to be a little bit of work, but this is actually where I'm going to go ahead and end off the video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. One more, make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCP0 to stay updated. This has been Juice. Thank you guys for watching. This shop should be open relatively soon. In fact, I think it should be open before this episode actually ends up releasing. So you guys are probably already going to be here for one reason or another. So yeah, with that, I will see you guys later.